Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today, guys, we have a high-speed chase. This is a high-speed chase through not necessarily my hometown, but a place where I used to live as a child. Let's jump in. Let's take a look. Everyone is arrested, as I say here, and we'll go over the law at the end. Enjoy.
They're doing 100, so I'm trying to jump out on it too quick.
10-4. Each one will find below 1037. It's gonna be a. Looks like it's gonna be a Jeep.
Mic up a little bit.
21, they're pulling over right here before north of Jeter Road. 1022, they're taking back off. Southbound 79, speeds 95, medium traffic.
Door up the wall to take a city limit speed 115 miles an hour at this time.
He keeps cutting in front of me when I try to go for a TBI. We're still southbound 100. Coming into Wabaseka, no traffic.
Start on this line, driving into the curve in the wall to take everybody vehicles on the roadway again. 115 to 120 miles an hour. We want to see us go southbound towards Jefferson County.
Coming out of Wabaseka, speeds 90. Still southbound. It's a little traffic.
You're doing you are. You still trying to get about where you can do TBI?
10-4, he's, when I try to go up, he's cutting off. He's cutting me off, and then there's traffic. B79, passing the Old Country Store, speeds 100, medium traffic. All the traffic's going to be going northbound, there's no southbound traffic. As I say that, there's...
Just remember not to predict which way you're going around them until you get right up there and get ready. Southbound lane, correction, northbound lane this time. Take on blood. Is there anybody close to him? Any of our people anywhere close to him? Right now, I'm going to Johnson. You can take them out of the field. It's free go up there to the signal.
He just drove off into a field. going to be just north of Cantrell Road on 79. Go ahead and start at 1016. Don't rush it! Don't rush it! Let's go! 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 Each one will time left. We have one male, one black male running southeast, white shirt, black pants. Arkansas County's gonna be chasing him. We're just north of Alchemy, just south of the John Deere tractor place. Anybody in the vehicle, come out with your hands up! Passenger, come out with your hands up! Turn around! Walk backwards to me! Walk backwards to me! Walk backwards! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Okay, watch your ditch! Watch the ditch! Walk here! Turn around and walk this way! Come over here! Walk through that crap! Is there anybody else in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Get on your face. Lay down. All right. Sit up for me.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
If I have one female pistol.
Oh shit.
Who is that?
I don't even.
Don't say you don't know who
Who
it
the fuck?
is.
No, I know who it is, but fuck.
What is he running for?
I don't even know.
10-4. Go ahead and start 10-16.
We were just moving. Like, I was just helping him move his stuff. I don't know what's up in there.
Alright. Do you have anything on you?
No, you can check.
Do you have anything in your bra?
I don't have a phone.
Okay.
Can I get my
Good,
phone? I don't know where.
Or did I just run off the road on their own?
They ran off the road on their own. My vehicle, I think, open too.
10-4. So there was just two occupants, correct? You got the one female, and she needs an ambulance.
Negative. The male took off. They got him. I called for 616 because airbag deployed and they crashed out. Yeah, we're good. They got him and I got the one female. No, we're good.
Or did they just run off the road?
My vehicle open too.
10-4. So there's two occupants, correct? And you got the one female, and she needs an ambulance.
Negative. The male took off. They got him. I called for 616 because airbag deployed and they crashed out.
Okay, so how'd you guys feel about that video? Man, they were speeding through town, and I promised to show you my former home, and it's going to play right now. So that's my home there, and that's the front yard. I've had to cut that a couple times, but luckily we always had a yard man to come and help cut all that yard. Okay, so but anyways. As you see, it's rural. There's a lot of land out here, a lot of trees, things of that nature. But it can be very dangerous if a person goes that fast, a deer jumps out, or if they happen to wreck out on either side of the road because there's either a large ditch on either side or trees, and a person could they can kill themselves or someone else. He was going 120 some miles per hour at one point in this little red Jeep, not Jeep Cherokee, but I guess Jeep Patriot or wherever it is. Let's take a look at the information. All right, this is what the information looks like. As you see, they tell about where the car was moved to, what wrecking service got the car. This is, as you know, is page 2 of 6. The first page gives all the information about the suspects, where their home address is. Once again, you got to remember this is happening in Arkansas, and I see these all the time. These police reports. This is a state police report, but a lot of counties have theirs look a lot the same. Here's the narrative. The narrative tells what exactly happened there, and it reads: on September 25th, 2024, at approximately 3:38 p.m., Arkansas County Sheriff Office Deputy Charles Leach was in pursuit of a red sports utility vehicle occupied by 2 individuals traveling on Highway 79 North. The vehicle traveled approximately 72 miles per hour in a 45 construction zone south of Stuttgart. As the vehicle continued southbound on U.S. Highway 79, the vehicle reached speeds of 110 miles per hour and drove into oncoming traffic. Trooper Lincoln Smith was sitting stationary on Highway 79 North just south of Humphrey. At 3:40 p.m., the vehicle passed where I sat, and I became primary in the pursuit, meaning that he took over for the sheriff's office and continued the pursuit. Once taken over as the primary, I activated my emergency lights and sirens and advised dispatch. The vehicle then slowed and pulled to the shoulder momentarily before taking back off southbound at a high rate of speed. After taking off, I maneuvered my vehicle to attempt a tactical vehicle intervention. The suspects swerved away to avoid my TVI. The vehicle continued southbound, driving into incoming traffic and accelerating to speeds over 100 miles per hour. I tried several more TVIs with similar results, such as the vehicle avoiding it. Just south of Wabaseka, I attempted another TVI. This time, the suspect vehicle swerved to the right, causing the vehicle to leave the roadway and enter a field. Once the vehicle came to rest in the field, the driver, identified as Kendrick Lamont Aggie, with the date of birth of 10/7/2002, took off running southwest into the field. Deputy Charles Leach pursued Mr. Aggie on foot and was able to place him into custody. All right, second page here, or the next page. After several hundred feet, I gave verbal commands to the passenger of the vehicle to exit and placed her into custody. The passenger was identified as Emily Rose Fritz, date of birth 1/2/2004. I requested an ambulance because Ms. Fritz stated that she hit her head and wanted to be checked. I also requested the next record and took inventory of the vehicle. All right, notice they're taking an inventory. Inventory search is allowed once the vehicle is about to go and be towed. Sometimes contraband is found. Upon inventory of the vehicle, I located 2 pill bottles containing promethazine pills with the name scratched off, a Glock 19 9mm with an extended magazine holding 21 live rounds, a digital scale, and numerous debit cards with various names. Isley Record Service responded and took possession of the vehicle. Ms. Fritz was evaluated on the scene by medics with Emergency Ambulance Service, Inc., and determined to have no injuries. Mr. Aggie and Ms. Fritz were read their Miranda rights, which they understood, and questioned about the vehicle's contents. Both stated they did not know anything about the promethazine, the pills. Mr. Aggie did admit the firearm was his. Both were transported to Arkansas County Detention Center. Mr. Aggie's charges are listed as fleeing on foot, fleeing in a vehicle or conveyance, exceeding the speed limit, possession with purpose to deliver a controlled substance, Schedule 4 or 5, less than 200 grams, drugs and firearms, simultaneous possession of, and that charge is simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, possession of drug paraphernalia, that's the scale, and Ms. Fritz was charged with possession with purpose to deliver controlled substance, Schedule 4 or 5, less than 200 grams. So she was charged with the same thing he was as far as this pills, but nothing else. I transported all evidence to Troop E headquarters and logged it into evidence. The gun and drugs have been submitted to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for analysis. Vehicle 1 suffered minor damage after driving into the field. The damage is detailed in the ASP incident report, and it gives the number of that report. Here's the name of the trooper, his badge number. All right. All right, one of the key takeaways from this chase today is don't run from the police. That could have ended badly for those two young people. As you see, born in 2002 and 2004. They're only like 20 years old and 18 years old. It's not a way to be. I don't know the results of this. As you see, this is fairly new not opportunity, but chase. This just happened in the end of September. So these people are fresh into it. They probably went on to receive a bond or be released on their own recognizance based on where they live and things of that nature, if they're from the area, all those sorts of things. But once again, this was a dark side, simply just because it's from Arkansas. And, I don't want to make a habit of talking about Arkansas cases publicly if I don't have to, but I watch these so often that it's always neat to go back and take a look at the laws on each of these cases. So with that, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the law. Okay, so let's jump into our search. Remember, we can use any search engine. It could be Google, Yahoo. I'm just using Search GPT. All right, my first search term is Arkansas law, fleeing on foot. That was the first thing we saw, and here it is so you can see it again, what those charges are. I have them circled here. All right, let's jump back over and let's take a look at what this says. All right, it says Arkansas Code annotated 5-54-125, fleeing. In Arkansas, under Arkansas Code Section 5-54-125A, it's unlawful to flee on foot from a law enforcement officer attempting to make an arrest or detention. Such action is considered a separate offense and is not a lesser included offense of other crimes that may occur simultaneously. The penalties. All right, you see it's a Class C misdemeanor. This is the standard charge for fleeing on foot. You have a Class B misdemeanor if they have prior convictions for fleeing on foot within the past year. All right. Yeah, it's a Class A if there's damage that occurs as a direct result of the fleeing. A Class D if serious physical injury occurs while a person is fleeing on foot. Now, I'll tell you that the Class D usually carries up to 6 years in prison. All right, that's the standard. Now, if a person is a habitual offender, it can go up to, depending on how many felonies they have in the past, it increases. All right, let's look at the second one. Fleeing in a vehicle exceeding the speed limit. This is found at 5-54-125, fleeing. This is found under D2. All right. This is classified as a Class D felony, and it carries a penalty of up to 6 years in prison. All right, the statute specifies that if a person knows that their immediate arrest or detention is being attempted by a duly authorized law enforcement officer, they must refrain, that means not do, from fleeing either on foot or by means of any vehicle or conveyance. Exceeding the speed limit while fleeing elevates the offense to a Class D felony. All right, the Arkansas State Police have emphasized the severity of this offense, noting that fleeing from law enforcement is a selfish act that endangers lives, and it does. I mean, let's look at how this chase started. I'm just going to paste it right here so you can see. Look at this. Look at the way he goes around these cars, and this has been sped up. But look at how he goes around these cars, and look at how fast he's going. The officer has to go to keep up with him. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's look at the possession of a Schedule 4 or 5 less than 200 grams. This is found at 5-64-419, possession of a controlled substance. All right, it says in Arkansas, possessing less than 200 grams of a Schedule 4 or 5 controlled substance is a criminal offense. All right. Less than 28 grams is classified as a misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail, a fine of up to $2,500. 28 grams, but less than 200 grams is a Class C felony. All right, the range is 3 years to 10 years in prison, a fine of up to $10,000. So both her and him were hit with this charge that carries 3 to 10 years in prison. It's important to note that these penalties apply to first-time offenders. Individuals with prior convictions may face enhanced penalties. Additionally, possessing drug paraphernalia or exhibiting intent to deliver the controlled substance can result in more severe charges. All right. Let's look at the simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms. This is found at 5-74-106. It says in Arkansas, the simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms is addressed under 5-74-106. And it focuses on crimes associated with gang activity and related offenses. The key provisions are the unlawful possession of unlawful possession during drug offenses. It's illegal to commit a felony violation related to controlled substances while in possession of a firearm or any implement that can inflict serious physical injury or death. Presumption of possession. If a person is found with a firearm or such an implement during the commission of a drug-related felony, it's presumed they are in possession of it for unlawful purposes. So it has a presumption. You have to rebut that presumption with evidence. Classification. They have penalties. Classification violating this statute is a Class B felony. All right. A Class B felony in Arkansas can result in prison from 5 to 20 years or a fine of up to $15,000. Additional considerations. Enhanced penalties. Individuals with prior convictions, especially those involving violence or firearm possession, may face enhanced penalties under Arkansas law. All right. Let's look at the drug paraphernalia charge. Possession of drug paraphernalia. That's found under 5-64-443. All right. The definition of this one is drug paraphernalia refers to any equipment, product, or material intended for the use of manufacturing, injecting, ingesting, inhaling, or otherwise introducing a controlled substance into the human body, or for storing, containing, concealing, or weighing a controlled substance. Weighing, they found some digital scales. All right. Class A misdemeanor for the possession of drug paraphernalia is generally a Class A misdemeanor, which can result in up to 1 year in prison or 1 year in jail, a fine of up to $2,500. It's a Class D felony if it's associated with a controlled substance such as methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, or cocaine, and the individual has a prior conviction under this chapter. All right. And the Class D carries up to 6 years in prison, fine of up to $10,000. All right. it can be enhanced due to prior convictions. That Class D can go up to 15 years with a habitual offender. Okay? All right, so that's the law there. Once again, how do you all feel about this incident? Speeding, getting caught, having guns in the car, drugs, all kinds of stuff. It just seems like a bunch of charges getting thrown at these young people. And not that they're wrongfully thrown at these people, but we have to really think about the types of behaviors we engage in, and we have to encourage our young people to do the same, to really think about what they're doing. Okay? Once again, this has been Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. I will catch you all in the next video.